Yo, peace, love, and creativity, family. I am, of course, your brother Jalahi, aka Jeremy Smith. You know who's going live today on Creative Knowledge Live. Creative Knowledge TV Live. Family, and we are live again. It's been a while since I did live streams. Um, I'm going to get back to the live streams. Right now, I've been focusing totally on my YouTube content and how I can grow creative knowledge as a business. But I will get back to my Facebook fam and presenting these live streams for the family to come in and express their perspectives as well. Shout out to the brother. Shout out to my family, Billy Smith. How you feeling, my brother? Today, we have a very, very powerful subject at hand. It's called growing from fear to free. Okay? Growing, not going, but growing, because you have to grow out of fear. So growing from fear to becoming free of all fear, becoming free of all worry. Okay? So it's going to be a powerful build. I have a special guest. Her name is Key Wellness. Make sure you guys please go check her out on YouTube at We Winning Wellness. Check her out on Instagram. All that shit. She teaches and gives her perspective on how we can build our lives around wellness. It's very powerful. This will be a very, very powerful build. Please share this. Please, get more people in the comments, get more people tuned in, because this is going to be something for the ages. Lots of people need to hear this. I'm not even going to start building on it until I at least get 4 or 5 people in here. So please share this, and especially until I get the Queen Key in here. Peace to my brother. This is longtime brother. A.K. Abdul-Jabbar from the Just Saying podcast. This brother is powerful. This brother is dropping content. Please go subscribe to him also on YouTube, and you can follow him on Facebook and all other social media platforms. Drop your links, AK. Please give the family your content information and all of that, because they need to hear your podcast and what you're bringing, especially that new excellence build and the journey on Snake Way. The journey to excellence on Snake Way. I'm almost through watching it. Again, myself, it takes me time to actually watch my people videos. I was telling Key this the other day, because I truly want to critique you and help you get better as well. And not just critique you, but truly realize and take in the information of what you're saying. I like to learn from anyone I watch, anyone I tune into. I pay attention to what I'm actually consuming with my eyes, with my ears. So I don't let shit fly over my head, so it actually takes me time to watch. I like to rewind. Or what did he say? What did he mean by this? Take notes. So again, brother, I am very appreciative of your latest build. It was powerful. Like I said, we have a powerful build going on today. It will be growing from fear to becoming free, family. Growing from fear to becoming free of fear or free of worry. Peace to the brother Jonathan. How you feeling, my brother, man? Shout out you and your comedy, man. Like, hey, the brothers, the black men are being creative, bro. And the black community is becoming more creative, period. We got some queens doing their thing. Shout out, inspire her. Like, I'm telling y'all better get on the wave. Y'all better join the movement. Join this Black Men Power movement. Join the Queen's Power and inspire her. Join the We Winning Wellness movement. Join the Just Saying movement. Join the Cobra Vision movement. Join the DeMario Crosby comedian movement. Join the Jonathan comedian movement. Like, I'm telling y'all, because I don't want to hear, they fake as hell. They not fucking with old us and older. I don't want to hear that when the brothers and the queens are prospering. And we making new connections with new business associates that's truly supporting us and truly out to really grow us as well and grow their mindset. Please do not try to join the bandwagon when that happens, because we will point you out. And me personally, I will shoot the fuck out you. I'm just like, I'm fucking around, man. But quick question off subject. I know everyone has heard the new GOAT's album. Shout out my brother Thugger. Happy belated birthday, brother. I told you that yesterday. But I'm gonna tell you on live, because I have to get this off my chest. I see everyone sharing, reposting his album, saying how hard it is, and killing shit, woo woo. Where were all you motherfuckers when I was defending him the last 5-6 years with everything he was doing? I'll wait. Now, since he finally dropped a complete album with fucking 20 bangers, Thug dropped the album with 20 bangers, no soft music on that shit, and that's crazy for me, because I like some of his soft music and the shit that he does when he sings. He dropped a fucking album with 20 bangers. The shit is hot. And now he finally had to do that to get everyone to join the bandwagon of Slime Slat GOAT. If you guys notice, everyone is talking and screaming Slime or Slat. That shit is pitiful. I'm disappointed in all you black men and black women that is choosing to support the black man now. I'm disappointed. For real. But yeah. So again, man, keep sharing this bill. Get it out there, man. Like, we want to get some more people in here. Again, I'm not building on this shit until I get Key in here and at least 4 more people watching. Like, I can't. This is some very powerful information. I will not give this to just the internet. I don't want to even hear it. I don't even want to give it to the playback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people are going to watch the playback of this. Cool. If you're catching it live, that's even greater, because I want to hear the feedback. I want to hear comments and conversations. The playback, you know, people really are reluctant to comment. I don't even think people really, unless you're interested in it completely, I don't think people really watch the playbacks. I do. When I miss a live stream from people or live streams on YouTube, I watch playbacks, but I'm pretty sure at least 70% of the world doesn't watch playbacks. They'll click on it to give it that view and probably drop a comment. But so I'm doing a lot of talking and wandering because, again, I still do not have 4 people watching. I know it's been a while since KKTV has went live, and it's a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. I know, and it's kind of gloomy out, so I don't expect people to even be wanting to hear, you know, some inspiration or positive information. Motherfuckers probably getting in from a long night of, you know, turning up and shit. I know I didn't get to turn up last night. I got off work, washing clothes, handling business, you know, taking some more notes and shit on this build. So this build is getting dropped, though. Me and Key were going to do it live from YouTube, but I told her, you know, we'll get more of a reaction from Facebook, which I see is not true. I fuck with all my friends on Facebook, though, because they have been supporting me wholeheartedly. I have family members on here that support me wholeheartedly. I'm in a new library, new setting, new environment. So I'm getting back structured, building my life. I know you guys have witnessed these 4 full moons we had this week. Out of the 5 days of the week, we had 4 full moons, and one of them was a new full moon. Man, when I tell you, family, I had some powerful meditation sessions this week. I damn near was floating on my balcony. I'm just feeling all powerful, feeling prosperous, feeling clear, feeling, you know, very ebullient because of these full moons and the energy, the movement, the momentum that the moon is giving off. It has helped me become a new man, a better person, a more clear vision man. And with a clear vision, you can truly understand where you want to go each day, what you want to do each day. I've literally got back to, you know, planning my days out, back to writing all my notes. You see, these are 4 pages of just me planning my days out and working, structuring my life, because I figured when you have a structured life, nothing can destroy a structure. Nothing can destroy a foundation, family. This is science. Why do you think architects draw the design of the building first? Why do you think architects start with the foundation of the building first, family? Because if there is no structure, if there is no foundation in life, guess somebody can come and knock the building right down, because there's no foundation, there's no sturdiness to your plan, there's no sturdiness to what you're actually building. So, I'm back to it. I've been doing it for the last 3-4 years of my consciousness. But again, me moving into my new apartment, my new place, getting this new environment, new energy, these new moons, I have really honed in to focusing on structuring my life, doing everything in my power to build wellness and strength in every single facet of my life as a black man, so that when challenges do arise, I am well over-equipped to handle every challenge in my life, family. And I'm giving you this science, I'm giving you this power, I'm giving you this inspiration, because I think every black man should be doing this with their life. I know everyone has a different perspective. I know everyone goes about life different. But me as a young brother, me as a young man, I have found this to be powerful for my life. Try it out. You never know what you can get from it. You never know what you can get from, structuring your life, family. The people I do have watching, I thank you all for tuning in. My brother, my cousin, actually, my family. I got my brother in here, Decatur Branch. Got my family in here. Peace to the brother Arnez. Got the Queens in here. Got my brother Morgan in here. Lexus, what's good with you, Queen? How you feeling? My brother AK said that's cold power to you, because I did no moon water. Brother, I actually seen your moon water video and I tried that shit, but I tried it in a different way, and I think maybe kind of try it in this way. I know you said last time you set your intentions, you meditated, you put stones around your water, and then you kept the water, though. You didn't drink. You said you take sips. You said that you keep it, you spread it on your money, put it on. That's very powerful as well. The technique I've been using all week with the 4 full moons and the new red moon that had happened, I sat my bottle of water outside the entire time I was meditating. Not to mention, I put a piece of paper that I wrote on around each bottle each day of the week. And I said that this bottle of water is full of power, or my bottle on Wednesday was full of abundance. My bottle on Thursday was full of miracles. And my bottle on Tuesday night, I think it was full of clarity, okay? And what I did was, I meditated with my stones first. I let the water sit under the moon. I've been meditating for about 20 to 25 minutes now. Like, when I say, again, I've been feeling so wonderful. I've been able to just sit out under the moon and speak to the moon, and Ia have been speaking back to me. Like, I've been hearing the moon stand still as I stand still and speak to my eye. It is the eye in the sky. So I have been speaking to the real eye of the sky. And it's just been so powerful, family. It's been love. Key, how you feeling, Queen? I'm finna get you on camera. So what I have been doing is I fill up the water bottle of some fresh cold water. The moon actually makes the water more chill and cold. It's just powerful, man. And what I do is, while I'm drinking the water, I affirm what I am full of when I'm drinking. So for instance, when I said I filled the bottle with abundance water with the paper around it, I made sure that I consciously understood and I consciously believed that this bottle of water was full of abundance in riches, abundance in land, abundance in health, abundance in everything. And while I was drinking it, I'm like, full of abundance. And you know, it's so powerful because water does fill you up. I felt my stomach like, man, damn, you guzzling the water. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm down in the water, bro. You got to finish the whole bottle. I kill water bottles every day, so it's easy. But at the same time, it just felt so powerful because I know I'm refreshing. I'm filling myself with this abundant water. You know what I'm saying? Like.
What's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Damn it. Hold on. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Okay.
Can you hear me
Can you
now,
hear me
Key?
now, Key? Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you
Yeah, I
perfect.
can hear you perfectly. We in here. Finally. All right, my bad.
All right, bet.
I was having a little technical difficulties.
Fact, same,
Fact,
same. Now
same,
I think
same.
it's
Now I think it's
headphones,
Bluetooth headphones,
but you can put your
but you can
headphones
put your
in.
headphones in. Still. Okay. Do I have to?
If you can,
You can still hear
because
me
it's
like
like
that? If you
it's
can,
like
because
echoing.
it's like
Like
echoing. It's like
that's what I don't like about Facebook
that's what
Live.
I don't like about Facebook Live. This shit is. Like, did you restart it or we still on?
Yeah, we still going. We
Hello?
going. So now talk. Can I
Okay.
hear you now? Yeah, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Now we good. Perfect. All right. So
Okay, we're
thanks,
good.
AK, for clearing that up for me, brother. Like that's why I gotta have my brothers in the live streams because he said, "Hey, I can't hear you. We got it situated and we good." So
Okay.
we can
We good.
start this build now.
Okay.
Um, Actually, like I said, if you have any advice for the full moons and shit we have, Key, you can describe them. My brother AK said, yes, next time we will read from our spell book and light our chakra candles around the water. Man, that sounds powerful too, bro. I haven't even got to candle burning. I do incense and shit, but I have not got to candle burning, bro. That sounds powerful. Um, you have anything
I
to
just
say
did
on that, Key?
I just did a tarot reading for the full moon in Aquarius.
Yeah,
I need to try that moon water thing. I haven't tried that yet. But I just did a reading
yeah,
and pretty much the whole reading, I did a full reading, but I only posted the one card reading on my channel. But the entire
right.
reading pretty much said it's something that we're bound to that we need to let go of right now, and it's dealing with our emotions. It's something we're emotionally tied to that we need to let go, and we need to like be rational right now. This is a time to be rational, like Aquarius energy is like very detached, and like we don't deal
It
with
is.
emotions
It
too much.
is.
And it's like, yeah, and it's like we have to be in that Aquarius energy right now, and it's a lot of stuff waiting for us. It's just something that we're bound to that we have to figure out, like sit down and make a plan, like a rational plan, and like let go of whatever it is that, we all know what's going
Yeah.
on in our own life. But yeah, I had to
Facts,
think about it
facts.
for myself, like, yeah, you're right, there's something going on.
Facts.
But yeah.
Absolutely. Me being an air sign, like you said, like I feel like like me being an air sign, I flow through those attachments so frequently. Like I'll dibble back into that. I mean, for me personally, like that negative habit that I'll do, like I'll release it
Yeah.
for a few days or a few weeks, and then I'll be like,
Mhm.
well, it wouldn't matter if I tried again. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
with me and these full moons this time, I made the promise to myself. You know what I'm saying? And this is something personally me and you can talk about in the back chat key of
Yeah.
the no fap thing that we were talking about and shit.
Yeah.
So
I was
you know what
watching
I
a video
mean?
on that today.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like I really had to promise myself, like, brother, you have to let that shit go. You have to become more powerful. And I had to promise myself.
Yeah.
So I haven't done it since then and shit like
Yeah.
that, but I'm trying to stay strong with that, you know what I'm saying?
I
Because
know. Yeah.
I think that's one thing that has been, steady lingering around my life, you know what I'm saying, that I have been
Mhm.
attached to. So you're powerful for
It
that.
is.
Again,
It
family.
is very.
Oh, go ahead.
You're very powerful to even just be trying to do it, because it is like, I feel like it's an attack on men. Period. Of like being in that sexual vibe and letting it go like that, and letting women distract them and stuff like that. Like it definitely is an attack on men out here with that. So the video I was watching today was basically like, it's that way for a reason. They're trying to keep men weak, And of course, the weakness
Yes,
is
yes.
women, But
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
ain't
totally
say that one
understand. So,
time. You said the opposite of weakness is wellness.
no, I said the weakness is women, pretty much. Well, sex, really.
Oh, okay.
Sex. I ain't
But
gonna say
that's
women
fucking
because,
powerful.
yeah.
That's powerful. I think I
But yeah.
would say that the opposite of weakness is wellness, though, family.
Oh, yeah,
And they
okay.
both have
Yeah.
fruit. We. You feel me? So, again,
You already
y'all please
know.
subscribe to the Queen. This is Key Wellness, and this is my guest, my special guest for today's quick little podcast that we're building on. It's called Growing from Fear to Become Free. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Growing from fear to free, family. Okay? So, I want to start by saying again, I'm thankful for you joining me, Key. We've been holding on to this bill for
Happy
a
to be
while,
here.
but this shit
I know, right?
gonna be powerful.
Yeah,
So I
we
want to
here.
start by asking you, define your perception of fear. What is fear to you, and how scary is fear?
Um, I think fear for a lot of people is subconscious. Like we don't even like know what we dealing with, but I think a lot of it comes from just the way we've been raised and the life that we live that put all these fears, and because as kids we didn't know none of this. As babies we didn't think about none of this stuff. We was free. We was trying to do backflips off picnic tables. Like we wasn't worried about fear. That's
Wow.
what I used to do when I was little. Like I wasn't worried about this. But it's it comes from other people, I would say, or society. I really think like it comes from
I agree.
society. Yeah, what
I
you
agree.
think?
I think the definition that Webster give is basically having a true intimidation or a true discomfort with pain, trust, or like the uncertain. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of people confuse fear with, like pain or mistrust or misuse or
Yeah.
uncertainty is going to be
Yeah.
in every moment of life. So
Mhm.
when you're letting yourself be derailed by fear, like you're like, no, I'm not even gonna go down that path. I'm not even
Mhm.
going to try that because of what may happen or
Like,
what may not happen. You're completely throwing yourself out off. You know what I'm saying? Like people deny themselves new experiences by letting fear dictate their mindset and their actions. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So,
It's fear
like you
of the
said, like,
unknown.
yeah, fear of the unknown. People fear that darkness. So with fear, an acronym that a lot of people use is forget everything and run, or false evidence appearing real. But
Mm-hmm.
for this build, I want us to use fear in the positive light, because fear can be positive as well. I think we should define fear and give it a title of fear means face everything and rise. Okay?
Okay. I like that.
Fear
I like
should
that. Yeah.
face everything and rise. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um, Even with conversations, like, you can never be scared and free at the same time. I don't think you can ever be
Right.
fearful and grateful simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So what do
Yep.
you think about that? Like, as far as like people
You
saying,
you make
well,
me
go ahead.
you making me think of
What's up?
something right now, just like the current events. I don't really watch the news, I don't really be into it, but I seen it. I seen a little bit of what's going on with the shootings. I don't know too much about it. I know there's, the mass shootings. I heard about the little police, the shootout or whatever. I didn't really get really that deep into it, but I just feel
Yeah.
like that is their way of trying to put fear in the community as a whole. Like, instead of
Yeah.
focusing on positive and focusing on freedom, like they're trying to put us in that illusion of, oh, it's scary out here. We need to be,
They
saving, like trying to keep us in fear so we, won't feel like we're free. But I don't watch that stuff because I'm like, I'm headed to freedom. I know I'm free. I don't care what y'all trying to, y'all ain't gonna put that on me. Like, and I
that.
understand because I've looked at it in a way, how they say, like, oh, I've heard this, like, back when the Trayvon Martin stuff, like, they're desensitizing people to death. And like, I used to think, like, am I becoming desensitized because I don't want to hear it? And now I don't look at it that
Wow.
way. I look at it like I'm just not finna fall to they bull. Like, for real, I'm just not gonna put
Exactly.
myself there. Like, that's not a part of my world. Whatever you allow into your world becomes a part of your world, and I don't have to let I don't have to let that in my world. Like,
Yeah.
there's always enough stuff that we're already dealing with. If we focus
Exactly.
more on positive than all the negative going on out here, then we will just rise as a whole collective consciousness instead of, like, focusing on that. Like, that's what they want us to do. They want us to all be fearful collectively so we can all just
Yeah.
go down.
And
Yeah.
she made a great point, family. She said that, when you become free, you face everything and rise. Like she just said, like, if you don't allow that into your life, you're gonna face it either way. Like, we deal with death in our families. So why should I
Right.
have to deal with a death in my family and then turn on the news and have to deal with, oh, 17 people killed inside a Walmart? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's just gonna make you be like, well, fuck it. Like, why should I go outside if my family member dies from airborne sickness? These motherfuckers dying from killing. These motherfuckers
Yeah.
dying from the house.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna live in
Yeah.
fear. Like, I
It's
don't want
too
to go
much.
nowhere.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
period. And I think that's what people are doing, and I think that's what the news induces into people,
Yeah.
and
It
that's
really
why
is.
it's going to continue to be so many mass shootings. Because think about it, lunatics or the crazy people that do the shootings look at these news shootings because Channel 5, Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 9, it's
Yeah.
going on all days for
Right.
7 days of the week, showing this continuous shooting. So another crazy person gonna look at, like, bro, I could have killed 20 people. Oh, you only killed 17? Oh, I can go kill 30. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying
Yeah.
to cause more fear, while you got other people that's sitting back watching it, like, well, oh damn, like, really take away guns. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah.
causing so many distractions, instead of people realizing
Yeah.
that, hey, I should always be able to protect myself. I shouldn't fear anyone having a
Right.
gun, or fear going to
Mm-hmm.
Walmart or anything,
Yeah.
because I'm going to protect myself and my family.
Exactly.
I have
Exactly.
control over my life. See, people are
Exactly.
not taking control over their life, Queen. So you
Mm-hmm.
hit it right on the head with that, man. I'm glad you brought that up.
You said that though. Like we are protected.
Mm.
We have to know that we are protected. But that's what the news is for though. And I seen this little meme, whatever. The other day it said basically turn off the news and love thy neighbor. You know, like there's good people out
Mm.
here. The TV and media, it all show you all these bad people for the most part, these negative people, and that's what they want us to focus on. Like, no, there's actually good people out there, and focusing on being one of them is just the main important thing. Just if you know you a good person, there's other good people out here. Like, stop focusing on the fear. They're trying to make us all in fear. Yeah. So,
Fact.
but
That's facts. That's I agree 100% with you. Um, like you said, like that's just the fear of the shit, you know, and people tend to not, like you said, go talk to their neighbor. So we'll believe that the news station says, you know, oh, it's a lot of racist people out here, or it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Instead of
exactly.
actually going to talk to the next
Right,
door white
right.
neighbor that's finna
Exactly.
offer you to cut your grass and shit. I didn't
Right.
have white men come and offer to cut my grass faster than the
Exactly.
fucking black person would, bro. So like, you know,
Yeah.
like you said, man, it's all about inducing fear into us. And with that being said, I think especially in the black community, especially in the community period, the spiritual community, we have to
Yeah.
understand that freedom must be our leader. Not
Yeah.
not a person, not a
Yeah.
thing, but
Yeah.
actually becoming free and in control of your life, free of worry, free of fear, free of hurt, free of, you know what I'm saying, boundaries.
Mhm.
I think it has to be our leader, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why the
Yep.
government tells us that certain natural resources are scarce, because they can control the masses and have them scared of scarcity. I don't know if y'all
Mhm.
remember, like 6 years back, they was reporting that, you know, the world's population will run out of water and shit in the next 10
Yeah.
years and shit. Like, bro, knock it off. Like that's a
Right.
natural
Right.
resource that's
Exactly.
replenished, you know. So
Exactly. They're trying to keep
scarcity
us in that
and
when
yeah.
we are abundant. We have an abundance of everything. We have an abundance of whatever you want to do. If you want to start a business that hundred people already, 100,000 people already got, there's still an avenue for you in that business. There's an abundance of business. There's an abundance of money. There's an abundance of food. There's always going to be an abundance. And yeah, they try to make us fearful, like, oh, it's not going to be enough. And that's why they just try to keep us separated on the whole, middle class, upper class, lower class type thing, trying to keep us separated so we can. And then the politics, just trying to keep us divided with these different opinions, choosing a different politician. It's all just to be separated in opinions when we really all one. Like we really, if we could just all love each other and focus on the things that matter, that's what's important. Like nobody don't care about all that. And we can all become free as a free as a collective conscious, like.
Man,
But
I
that's their
agree
job,
wholeheartedly.
they doing their job. They doing their job to try to keep things separated. So we just got to
Yeah.
do our job as the spiritual community, as the people who trying to uplift and keep us free and loving. We doing our job. We doing our part. Anybody that's
Right.
doing it, big or small, on a big or small level, you're making a change. Like
Mm.
we out here. We out here.
Okay. Actually, we out here and we winning with wellness. Throw your
We
dubs up
already
for the
we
wellness
winning.
team.
You already know.
AK. Shout
You
out
already
just
know.
saying. Shout out to Vision. Let me
For
do
sure.
this. The brother AK dropped a comment and he said, "I think that's why I enjoy horror. I feared
Mhm.
death at a very young age, but embracing horror
Mhm.
was my way of freeing from that fear."
Mm.
I like that. That's dope. That's dope. Cause low key, right? You right. Like being in church and shit, that had us like, man, bro, I don't ever want to die, or I don't ever, you know what I'm saying? Which we
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
don't.
Exactly.
Don't I
Right.
don't fear death anymore. Like,
Yeah.
cause it's going. That's the only thing that's guaranteed in life is is
Right.
is death and life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna
Mhm.
be reborn and you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. I think
the
it's
brother
good to just
AK
look
again
at it as
said,
they act
My,
like death is just like the end of everything, but your death is actually rebirth. It's eternal life after the body goes. But I
right.
understand. I understand how people can
Right.
be
That's the
afraid to
most deeper
let
subject.
this. But it's crazy how people be scared to die, but people are more afraid to live though. People be more afraid to actually go out there and be
Ooh.
fearless and live their life. Like
Oh
seriously.
shit. Whoa. Say that one
people
more
are more
time.
affa- afraid to people are more afraid to live than to die. Like go out there and actually live your life.
My
Be
God.
fearless.
Be fearless. Be free. Don't be so.
Yeah,
Don't be conditioning your life to die. Do
right.
everything you can while you're alive. Like, do you guys
Exactly.
know that the most wealthiest place on earth is the graveyard? Because it's full of so much potential. It's full of so many. Damn, if I could have just did that while I was living. If I like, you
Exactly.
know how many
Regrets.
ghosts or
Regrets.
people regrets, like she just said,
Mm-hmm.
regrets. So again,
Yeah.
this goes back to our point. Do not be fearful of life. Become fearless, and that is how you can become free. Okay, family.
Yes. Yeah.
And we have to understand that the correlation between, like I said before, how a natural resource can never be scarce, but they should be sacred. So our freedom should be sacred. Our freedom shouldn't be
Yeah.
scarce, but everywhere we go, we see restrictions on freedom. So,
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, they have us confused with these words, and I love to deal with etymology and words. So, if you look at scarce or the word scared, it is sacred backwards, and
Mm.
everything that we're scared of should be sacred to us. We're scared to
Right.
plant our own trees because guess what? It's a restriction on that if you don't own the land. There's a restriction on the land. There's a restriction
Right.
to create your own energy sources. There's so many restrictions on freedom that we're
Yeah.
scared to do these sacred
Mm-hmm.
things, and that's what took
Mm-hmm.
us out of freedom and put us into fear, Keith. So man,
Right.
that's
Exactly.
crazy. Like
You're right. It's all
crazy.
those rules though that they try to keep us, in fear of all the laws and stuff. But then, when people go out and try to do it, like, like all these, there's been many different groups that go out and try to, start their own society or whatever, or group apart from, America or whatever. And they try to call them
Right.
cults and, oh, they got the cults out there, and then they try to put that on the news and make everybody judge them. And, it brings the whole thing down when you didn't understand anything about what they were actually trying to do. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
fear. People are afraid of what they don't understand. Like,
Exactly. Exactly.
it's like
Don't
you just
don't
got.
don't don't fear what you don't know, family. Like we said in the beginning, don't fear the unknown. Peace to the brother Kesey, man. Peace to my mom joining us in the building today. Peace, peace, Queen. We got my brother Jermaine in here, man. We building. We gonna keep it going, family. Stay tuned in with us. This is powerful. So Key, I'm gonna ask you, what are some situations in life that you see yourself fearing, or that you see yourself like you used to fear it, like you used to be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I can. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you think about
Yeah.
that?
There's definitely I be digging into myself. I be going within to really find out what it is, and I know one is really just being more social, like with people. Period. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to being like a social person. Like I went through my childhood and everything, and I've already like seen where it started from, and where I really like got really closed off. I mean, of course, it started at home with the family life, and then from school, it just was like I don't like this. I don't like this feeling, and it's really
Right.
like I got too emotionally involved in it. And see with the
Mm-hmm.
Aquarius full moon thing, what we was talking about, like that's why we have to take our emotions out of some things, because in order to surpass it and to become more fearless, we have to take the emotions out and stop taking things so personally, and realize that it's about the whole. It's about everybody. It ain't all about me. And that's how what I used to feel like being in groups. I used to be scared to talk or just shy, and I felt like I now know that it was me being self-centered because it was me thinking about me, like, oh, this is my feelings, my emotions, instead of opening up, to opening up and stop thinking about myself, stop taking everything personally. So that's just one thing I'm still working on, just being more vocal, being more expressive when it comes to being in person. Like, I'm better at it
Mm,
online. I can do it. I'm just now getting more myself, being online. And I'm thankful for YouTube. That platform is definitely helping me just express myself and who I am. But, I still have to deal with people in person. I still want to make personal connections in person and network. And that is important. Like, I don't want to be an
mm,
introvert or whatever I've been calling myself. I am an empath, I feel energies, but that's one thing too. I have to still detach from that, and learn how to stand in
right.
my own power, like my power, and stop thinking about, how we probably think that another person is thinking something about us, like judging us, but
Fact,
really that
fact.
thought is coming from our mind. So really we're conjuring that thought. We're judging ourselves, and that's what I think we have to. Well, I have to detach from. Just stop being in my head so much and just be in the moment. Like,
Mm, okay. Now,
yeah,
I can attest to that. Some situation like a situation that I used to fear or still kind of is moving on from is being alone more, like being okay with being in your own thinking space. You know, I used to feel like, especially in high school, and then growing out of high school, moving on to like college in those 20, like the early 20s. Um,
yeah,
I felt like, man, I gotta always be around someone that can boost my happiness instead of me
right,
truly striving to do that myself, me truly unleashing my fears of being alone and becoming free alone so that
yeah,
I can become more, like you said, in circles of people
right,
or free
right,
within my confidence.
yeah,
Okay, so like a way that I got out of that, I always thought of my worst case scenario and asked myself, how can I free myself from that? So I always thought like my brother AK said, he just said, I used to fear, he said he used to fear failure. And that's why
yeah,
stoicism helped him practice that when he does his best, his
right,
failures within his outcome are not in his control. You know what I'm saying? But his thoughts are.
yes,
So failure is
yes,
all in the thought. So like I used to think like, damn,
exactly,
if I lose my car, or if I lose my crib, or if I lose this, you know, my life would be over. But those are just worst
right,
case scenarios. So you fear that. So you start just not doing what you love and you do what is told to you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
to
I
stay
man, that
secure.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with you that.
Yeah, shout out to
Um,
AK though. He said that in his video. I just seen his video about just showing up. Just showing up for yourself is excellence. You ain't got to compare yourself to somebody who making money. Just show up for yourself. The things that you want to do,
fact,
show up. That is excellence. You are
fact.
doing
That
excellent
is
by
excellent.
just showing up for yourself.
Ooh,
Like,
man, that's powerful because
yeah,
I'm gonna do a video on the science of faith, and it's gonna correlate with what you just said and what AK was saying. Like you said, like this brother, he even at the beginning of the excellence video, he said how powerful he felt that morning just getting up. He got up so encouraged because I told the brother he has to prepare his videos more. So I'm thinking he
yeah,
must have did the video on Thursday and just edited, dropped it Friday. So I
yeah,
told him like that's what a truly continue to give you that confidence and that
right,
excellence in yourself.
exactly.
Like you just said, that's the excellence of self. That's the
Yeah,
act of excellence is
right.
when you prove to yourself that,
Yeah,
hey, I did it. I
yeah. That's what it's
did it.
all
You know what I'm
about.
saying?
Right. Whether you have one subscriber on YouTube, keep making those videos. Do
Period.
what you love to do. Feel accomplished in yourself. You have, like you say, build that momentum. You have to build that momentum to just keep feeling good about yourself. Show up for yourself. And that's, I know that is true because from going to a very like depressed childhood and a depressed life, I know how good it feels when I just show up for myself. Nobody else, I don't need anybody else's validation. That's another thing though, trying to do it for people's validation. That's how you can, get down on yourself, because if somebody don't give you that pat on the back that you're looking for, then you're like, oh, I guess I ain't doing enough. But like, no, it's not about other people's validation. It's about what you want to do and do it. And don't, nobody else has to agree with it. Nobody else has to support, be on board, because sometimes they're not going to be there. Sometimes even your family members ain't going to be there. You just got to keep doing what you do. Like,
Back. So true. So true. So, my brother AK said, conquering fear is mastery, or do we ever truly conquer fear? What do you think about that, Key?
do we ever truly conquer fear?
I don't know.
If we do, I think not. I think some people perhaps do, but that's like I feel like that is like that's another level of enlightenment right there. That's like, that's mastery. That's,
Right,
I think that's when
right.
I think that's really when you transition into the next life, when you've actually became fearless, like totally conquer fear in this life. And that's, and that could be fearful all in itself, like to tell yourself, okay, if I become fearless, I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna transition. But it's,
I think, wow, whoa.
and that holds a lot of
She
people back.
said, she said, I think when you become truly fearless, that's when you make your like you have to die after that. Because
Yeah, you
fear,
done. You
fear
completed your
nothing on
journey.
this earth.
Right, right.
Period.
Yeah,
Man, whoa. Wow, wow. Okay,
yeah.
look. So I have this quote from Norman Cousins. He said, death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside of us while we live. Okay? So that just, man, that, like you said, AK, she's just saying
That is
that
though.
quote matches perfectly with what she just said, man. That shit is crazy.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I want to ask this last question that I have. My phone is on like 17%. I don't know
Okay,
how it fucking dies so fast. Like,
okay.
the white man putting his foot on my neck. That's all it is. No, just playing. But okay. So my last question to the family and to you, Queen, it is fear a person craving security, or is fear a person craving no, hold on. Is fear a person craving security and consistency in life? You know what I mean? Like,
It could be a fear.
mm,
Um, like you were saying, like about having a job, or keeping your car, keeping your house, keeping your money. That could all be a fear in itself. Of course, but we all want to keep those things, but
mm,
life goes on. Life goes
they
on.
do.
Sometimes those things actually is something we supposed to let go already, but we still holding on to and not allowing ourselves to go to the next level of becoming more fearless, because we're scared of losing what we got already when we supposed to have let it go already.
Right, right.
Like, so I think it definitely is, like, it is a fear. It is a
Okay,
fear.
okay.
Just being secure. Like, I still struggle with that too. I still struggle with it because I'm, you know,
Same. I
like,
agree. I agree. I'm the same way. I think, like you just said, the matrix and everything that we look for here in materials or in, things like that, it's an illusion because we look for promises where it's not possible for them to be made. Like we look now, it's because it's all about perception based. So you have to understand and know yourself and lose that fear and know that, okay, I'm doing the best I can, so this is a great life. I'm doing the
Yeah.
best I can, so I can be happy every day. I can be in this great relationship. Like, people
Yeah.
seek those promises, like, okay, if I just have this amount of money, I'm going to have that great life. If I have this
Yeah.
car, I'm going to live an easy death, or you know what I'm saying. So I think where
Mm-hmm.
people go wrong is they confuse safety with security. Security means to have the resilience or prowess to always be able to free self from baleful circumstances. Now, safety is like a life or death challenge where you have to make that decision between life or death. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to either choose to be safe or you're not safe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so you feel me? Like, I think that's what pushes people to become fearful, is that they're trying to be safe and secure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, safe
Yeah.
more than secure. Securing
Exactly.
their
But
self, securing their life.
and what I feel like is the security for me, or it is happiness. Like happiness, we don't really need all that, but it's something I still desire, and it's something I feel like I can have and I will have in this life because I want it, and there's an abundance of it, and I deserve to have whatever I desire. It's
Right.
just I'm glad that I lived the life the way I'm glad that I have lived the life that I have lived, because I have lived with, you know, y'all on my YouTube. I've lived in my car, like,
Right.
but
You
those
show.
days
Yeah.
really showed me just that I had blissful days with nothing. I didn't have a house, even when I didn't have a job, when I didn't have a car. I've had
Yeah.
blissful days where I was just so happy. So I know that it doesn't come from material things. I know
Yeah.
that it doesn't
Yeah.
come from
No.
material things. So when I do get all those things, the material things that I want, I'm not gonna be like, oh, holding on to it like, oh, this is my safety, this is my safety net. I'm gonna be happy, but it's not gonna come from those things, It's gonna come from within me. And if I ever happen to lose those things, first of all, I won't be fearful of losing those things because I know those don't bring me happiness.
Facts.
But I have them
Facts.
all. I'm gonna have it all. I'm just
Exactly.
like, whether I have it or not, I'm gonna still be me, and my spirit is still gonna be strong and a survivor. So it's not,
Mm.
it's nothing,
Mm. That's powerful, Queen.
But
And
I
I
do
and
want
I,
stability,
commend.
stability and groundedness.
Right. And I just, commend you, Queen, for, becoming fearless and striving to change your situation, because some people give up at that point. And
Right.
that's when I think fear takes its toll. Like, that's when people
Yeah, you're
begin to
right.
confound an idea, and
Yeah.
fear becomes pervasive throughout their entire
Mm-hmm.
life, because it's like,
Right.
I can't do anything else. I'm not strong.
Right.
Like, I had that,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? When I tore my Achilles,
Yeah.
and like I said, I lost my crib as well. I thought, like,
Yeah.
hey, what else? What creative knowledge is done? Playing
Yeah.
basketball is
Yeah.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Looking nice is done. Like, I'm done, because you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm strong enough
Yeah.
to come back from this.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I became fierce. I became stronger. And
Exactly.
I think, my last few sentiments, I think
Mm-hmm.
I firmly believe that fear can be good in some ways as well as harmful in others, because
Mm-hmm.
behind every action resides two motivators. Those two motivators are love and fear. We act
Mm-hmm.
out of fear of loss. We act out of fear of change, or fear of detachment, fear of the unknown or potential realm. But then we can
Right.
act out of love or embracing loss to be more grateful. We can act out
Mm-hmm.
of love of change to be more grateful for the change. You know what I'm saying? Or have love for the unknown. So I think we have to love ourselves enough to love more than we fear, and use the energy of this duality to reach the next level of freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
man, like, remember
Mm-hmm.
that hate is okay, because what you don't hate, you allow, and what you allow, you won't change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, family. So like, man,
Yes.
we can damn near do a part two because we still haven't got to the
Yeah,
freedom
because
part.
that was lit. A bit powerful. We
Man,
building
that was
up.
period. We building up to the
Yeah.
free. So matter of fact, next
Mm-hmm.
build we're gonna call it like, so we grew out of fear, y'all. We kind of
Yeah.
spoke on how to grow out of fear, how to forget everything and rise. Okay, family. So
Yep.
that's what we I started off with saying that's our acronym for fear. Let's forget everything and rise from that shit. So we
Yep.
kind of spoke on how to rise out of fear. I think me and Key part two will be how to utilize freedom, how to move to true freedom. Because I have a lot more notes, but I literally
Yeah.
my phone is on 8% and shit. So
All right.
like I said, family, this has been a very, very powerful build. Again, Queen, I am
Yes.
so thankful for you for joining me on this Facebook Live. I
I
will be able to
appreciate you for having
download
me.
it, you know what I'm saying, and put it on our YouTubes
Definitely.
as well.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Go and shout out your YouTube and things like that. Let the people know what it is because they have to subscribe to you. I'm not letting you leave here without at least
Okay.
1 or 2 subscribers. All right,
So
family.
my YouTube is Key Wellness. Key Wellness. We Win in Wellness. Instagram. We Win in Wellness. You know, it's all about freedom. That journey to freedom, letting go of all those fears. That's pretty much what my whole channel is about. Consistently doing what I need to do and getting out of fear. And I appreciate you, Bro Jalahi, for having me. Um,
Yep.
I appreciate everything you do. You're so supportive. You're young and you really making a change. I know how it feels to see other people out here doing something like they making money, but you are making a huge change, and I see it. I know you see it, and
I
and
appreciate it.
more people gonna see it. But it ain't about who see it. It's about within what you're doing for yourself, and you doing great out here. You're doing great things, okay? And I appreciate you,
Uh,
and I appreciate you for having me. That's all I want to say.
no problem, Queen. I appreciate you as well. Again, please subscribe to the Queen. This has been Creative Knowledge TV Live, family.
Creative Knowledge
Man,
TV.
powerful build,
My
powerful build.
God brothers, my
Again,
God brothers and God sisters at Key Wellness, We Win in Wellness, y'all need to go subscribe to Creative Knowledge TV. Okay, y'all be sleeping. Don't be sleeping on the knowledge. All
don't be sleep,
right. Don't be
and don't
sleeping on the
sleep.
knowledge.
We bring in wellness instead of weakness. Period.
You
You see
already
what I'm
know.
saying?
We rising up.
Again,
We rising up.
for real, much love to you though, Queen. We gonna
All
keep
right.
having conversations. We talk often now, so I'm glad I,
Yeah.
have made you a friend and a actual person that I can, confide in. It's powerful.
Okay.
So let's keep building, Queen.
Me too. I appreciate you. All right.
KK.
Peace,
Yes,
God,
ma'am.
bro. Peace. We out. We winning.
Yep, yep. Peace, peace.
Peace.